The results from my CT scan are in. Hi, I'm Denise. This is Travels in My Chair. I'll share those results with you. Plus, my friend phoned me up the other day and said, you need to get out of the house. Let's go for a drive. So we went to explore the Sunshine Coast, the place I call home. On January 24th, I was due to have a CT scan. When I had spoken with my oncologist in December, I had told her that I was getting headaches, and I'm not prone to headaches. I was concerned about them. Asked if I could have my head done when I had the CT scan, and she said of course. Although she said it probably has to do with your low blood sugar, with your type 2 diabetes, but put your mind at rest. Yes, we will do the head. They use the contrast dye, which is, so if you've never had it, you know, it's a very weird feeling, because first they put saline in your system, so your mouth feels all kind of weird in the back. And then they say to you, oh, now, by the way, you're going to feel like you've wet yourself, and you're going to feel warm all inside. And then they put the contrast dye in, and you do feel like you've wet yourself. So for those of you who've never had that kind of CT scan, just a warning, you haven't wet yourself. The next day, the phone rings, and it's my doctor's office. I'm thinking, whoa, usually it takes days or sometimes weeks to get the results back from a CT scan. I answer the phone, and it's my doctor's nurse, and she says, hi, Denise, your doctor just wanted me to call you to let you know that your head's all clear. I get off the phone. I say to my husband, Alan, you're not going to believe it. My head's clear. That means I don't have a conscience. That means all the things I thought I was forgetting, well, now I legitimately am, because my head's clear. I can start fresh again and learn all new things. This is so exciting. So we did kind of head clear jokes that night, but it was a relief, you know. The funny thing is, later on that night, I got crippled with a blinding headache. It lasted for 2 hours. It's as if someone was saying, don't get too cocky, girl. Don't get too cocky. Okay, got it. So doing my usual, get up, eat breakfast, have a nap, because, you know, eating breakfast really takes a lot out of you. And the phone rings. And it's about a week after my CT scan. Ever since the 24th of January, or even before, I have been anxious, because the tumors that may not be tumors, that may be sclerotic bone lesions, either or, can spread or not spread. And Denise, everything is stable. There's no changes. I wanted you to hear this right away, because I know how anxious you get, and I didn't want you to worry. I do have a call with my oncologist next week, and we will then have got all the blood work results in, and I'll have had my monthly bone infusion. We'll decide at that point if we're going to continue on the chemo pills. I'm still losing a ton of hair, and I have to just share this with you. Grandma, I really love your hair. I thought I was going to cry, because my hair is coming out in bucketfuls, and I'm actually sitting here today thinking about making an appointment and getting most of it cut off. Although my daughter says, don't, Mom, because you'll lose all your curl. And I'm going, yeah, but I'm losing so much hair. This year, we've had the weirdest weather this winter. It's been unusually cold. We've had rain, we've had snow, and I've pretty much been stuck in the house. Coronavirus, we've been keeping pretty low key. And you know, any of you that are either home alone or home alone with your spouse or your family 24/7, it starts getting to you after a while. And my husband is my caregiver also, and he needed a break from me. I think we just needed a break from each other. So my girlfriend phoned and said, hey, good news about the CT scan. Let's go for a drive. I went, oh my God, yeah. The weather was mild. It was a perfect Sunshine Coast January day. And we decided to go all the way up to the other end of the coast, grab a coffee, didn't even get out of the car. And we just talked, you know, like girlfriends talk. We talk about everything. And it was so wonderful just to be away from home. Every time we saw something interesting, like moss on a tree or droplets of water on a branch, we would just stop. And I'd put down the window and I'd start taking pictures. You forget when you've been stuck at home or you're not going anywhere how beautiful it is where you live and how special it is to be with your friend. You forget what a beautiful place you live in. It was as if the skies opened to become vivid blue. There was a little bit of mist that kept coming in over the water, but it couldn't have been a better, more perfect day. And it was exactly what I needed because I got another month of freedom, I think, until the oncologist calls in. God knows what she's going to say, but I'll let you know. And I realize that every month is a precious month, and I may not be going out on major trips, but I can go out for a drive with my bestie. So I'm sharing those pictures with you and some music. The Sunshine Coast is a pretty special place because it's not an island, it's a peninsula, but you have to get to it by ferry. In the past, we've been somewhat isolated, even though we're pretty close to Vancouver. But during COVID, and even starting before COVID, we got discovered. It's the most beautiful place to live. So I just want to share it with you a little bit and see for yourself why I love it here so much. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for coming along on my drive along the Sunshine Coast. You can see for yourself how beautiful it is even in January. I appreciate every single one of you. You are wonderful people. And as you go through your own journey, whatever that may be, it's okay sometimes to just put your hands up in the air and go, hey, I need a timeout. I've had it. I am just done. It's okay to say that, really. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye for now. Love to you all.